Sales forecasting. Why is it that so many people fear the sales forecasting as if it were some scientific mathematical thing that you had to be an MBA or a CPA to be like qualified to do sales forecasting? I can tell you that I spent 3 years as a vice president with a market research firm called Creative Strategies way back, not to mention the 20 or 30 with business planning for consulting and for Palo Alto Software. And ultimately, yes, you can forecast your sales. It's going to be an educated guess. And back when I was selling sales forecasts professionally to large companies, it's interesting to me how often we would end up with the educated guess of the product managers who were right there in the front lines, like you are, presumably. So it's like the weather forecast in a way. I'm not a meteorologist, but I assume as I listen to the weather forecast in the evening that they've analyzed some data about wind speeds and cloud and radar and storms and so on. And aside from that, they have their own subjective human guess. So it's an educated guess. That's what we're after. And if it worries you to forecast, remember, if you do this planning right, you're going to be reviewing it every month or so anyhow. So you just have to get going and put the main assumptions down so you can deal with them later. One choice you will make in this is you'll decide whether you want to forecast based on units times price per unit equals sales, or do you want to just forecast sales? That's one big choice that you'll make. You can do it either way. There's no right or wrong here. I tend to recommend that you break it down more so that even if you're selling a service, you're an attorney, you're a CPA, you're a graphic artist, you're a taxi driver, a limo driver. Those are all services. You can still forecast in units because your units might be hours or days or engagements or projects or drawings or trips, and you can still average out these units times this price gives you this sales. And then you have the advantage when you're in units of you can figure your direct cost as well. So I recommend that you use the units with the choice you have here, but don't let me push you. There's plenty of good reasons why you might just forecast directly into the dollars. Your choice. Do it. Educated guess. You can do this.